Hello everybody, this is Zigzag coming to you from somewhere in this world. We're about ready to get our stream started. I think I see this guy got in here bright and early this time. How about that? Welcome aboard. Okay, so, hey, this guy. Oh, Mike, welcome aboard. Bright and early. How about that? I was thinking while we're sitting around here, we'll go look at our stuffs here that we got. And I noticed I had picked up a weapon here, a little Morning Star, and I think if I pick Shadowheart, it'll tell me right here. Yeah, so she actually would be proficient with this. And it does a couple potential more damage than the mace. So guess what? She's got a Morning Star now. So, doesn't look right on her, but hey, it says she can handle it. So, we're going to give it to her. Oh, that's how nice. You know, as soon as I start mentioning that alerts aren't working, it's working for everybody. So that's nice to hear. Maybe YouTube's got its act together today. How about that? And I don't think there's anything else I found. I was kind of scrounging through the inventory to see if there's anything else I could dole out for folks. But there is actually probably something. Oh, that's just a bottle. Do I have any more grease bottles? No, apparently I don't. And as we start picking up water bottles, I'm going to make sure everybody's carrying at least a water bottle or two to throw out there if we need to zap some lightning on anybody. I imagine, why don't I spread out the void bulbs? Kind of what I'm thinking. In fact, let's just do it like this. Oh, it's not going to auto split. So let's just, I think I have that setting turned off. So we'll just kind of spread around the void bulbs. So if I need to have one thrown in a certain situation, we'll have options. I can't imagine needing to throw a whole mess at once. So, you know, spreading them out does not seem like a bad idea to me. No, I haven't done any dual wield for him. We gave him a little short weapon. I guess we can offhand him with a little. It's early, you know. It's early, so. But he can most definitely carry that. Or, well, I think it interferes with his thief abilities if you try to give him a shield, if memory serves me correct. And we'll just kind of, as we're waiting for people to join us, we'll kind of just spread out the goodies amongst the team where we have something like a spiked bulb. That sounds like something that maybe Gale, when he runs out of spells, maybe that's something that would help him out or something. I don't know. I'm reaching here. I'm reaching. But I feel like in this downtime, as we wait for a few people to get on board. Oh yeah, we have it up here. And the potions are spread out, so nobody's going to drop on us for lack of a potion. So, you know, not much else we could do here. Patrick, welcome aboard. Good to see you. Nightmare, also on board. I missed your entrance there. Welcome aboard. Yeah, I did that. I think I've done that on everybody, and I don't think we picked up. Yeah, I still got everything marked, but you got to check. You got to come in here every now and then and check these, because you gain new abilities and new reactions and new spells where this can happen. And right now, early on, I like knowing even opportunity attacks. You know, I'd say 95+% or more. I don't stop an opportunity attack, but there could be that rare instance where a couple enemies are nearby. And, you know, you want to save it for the tougher one that you think might move away. But other than that, yeah, we got all the pop-ups set, so we'll know when they're happening, and I can choose whether I need to use them or not. So I like doing that early on and having that control. And the pop-ups are pretty quick. They don't waste a lot of time. So top of the hour, it means it's time to go down into this grove We're on this wonderful promontory up here with this beautiful view. In fact, do I have any herbs up here? Nope. I think we've dealt with everything. Why don't we, I think we came up this way. Why don't we see the way the bugbear came? Why don't we kind of...
Let's try this way.
Oh, I'm having Shadowheart lead. I feel like
what now?
Commander should be the one to lead the way.
Forward.
At least for now. Oh,
What's that?
how about that? Let's dig it up. It pays to go off the beaten path every now and then, I tell you. Gold and some more healing potions, and you know, we need those healing potions. Sectoid, how about that? Nice surprise to see you in here. Welcome aboard. And we'll just keep on looking around. Now, I know what this thing is over here. This thing's an elevator over here. But right at the moment, we'll at least get a view of the Druid Grove. Well, technically, Gleeser, this is turn-based once you get into combat. So this does fit my turn-based qualifications here. You know, having regular movement, you know, like we do right now, does not break the turn-based mode for me, because it turns right into turn-based once we go into combat. So this doesn't break the mold, and that which I prefer. I can handle some simple moving around the board. Yeah, it's tough depending on the time zone everybody's in. It's tough. That's why I try to do it in an in-between time. It means those in the US have to come on kind of early, or, you know, in that side of the world have to come in kind of early in the day. And West Coast US is like 9 a.m. now or something. And then a 6 p.m. here over in Europe. It's the most balanced time I can get to potentially get the most viewers the ability to watch. And well, if you're in Australia, sorry. Or that kind of a place. There's no such time as a worldwide time that lets everybody join in at the same time. So I already know we can't lift this elevator because there's this wonkin' heavy bear down there. So we'll just skip it and we'll just move on. And we'll have times later on, I'm sure, to avoid to do this. Now I don't know. I don't think I have anybody right now yet that has the ability to talk to animals. So I'm not gonna. We picked that up. I think Will often is the one I use for the ability to speak to animals, unless my main character has it, but I don't in this instance. So we'll talk to more animals as we gain that ability along the way. So we've covered all this way, left, right, behind us, so it's time to go forward. Yeah, we even looked in here, so let's just forge on. Well, you can think about it. I started at one point in my YouTube career, I started two channels actually, or I started with one, then I split them up thinking it was better to focus them down. So I actually have a Total War channel also, which is strategy, but it's also not turn-based. So you know, for that channel I do have other kinds of games I play. You use potions? Well, I don't think I have a whole heck of a lot of animals speaking potions right now. That's, you know, it's so early game. I don't think we really have a lot. Resistance, yeah, I haven't gained a whole heck of a lot of animal potions yet, and I haven't learned the ability to craft them yet. So yeah, historical strategy, that's what that channel is. There you go. But it's not turn-based. But it has strategy. So I guess if you want to put the biggest, broadest stamp on my style of game, it's strategy games. So we got someone up here. Let's have a word with. We don't even know these people. And it's not Aaron. This is just Aron.
What's up for discussion?
Strangers over. Refugees, adventurers. No one in years, and suddenly we're overwhelmed. Well met. And thank you for beating back those goblins.
Oh.
Most brave of you.
He knows who we are.
Is there anything you need? Act fast if you do. The ritual will be complete before too long.
Yeah, you're really locking down the grove.
I know it's drastic, but more monsters seem to terrorize this region every day.
And what about the people here? Yeah, we've had the discussion. They're very concerned, the people here.
We druids will be safe. As for those that took refuge here, well, may Sylvanas guard them as they continue their travels.
Yeah, and so it's like, you know, these guys aren't thinking things through necessarily, at least from my good point of view. You just said the region's overrun by monsters. They aren't going to survive.
As I said, it's a drastic measure. But the survival of the Grove is paramount. There just aren't enough supplies to support everyone.
Okay, so that's their point of view. And have we determined that there's a healer here yet?
I pray no goblin arrow has grazed you. Nettie could put you to rights.
Yeah, we've heard that
She should
name.
be with the others in the inner chambers. But I doubt she'll be taking on new patients. The Grove will be locked down soon.
Didn't those two other tieflings, did they mention Nettie? Did we have a chance to mention anything with them? Other than that, let's check what he's selling. We can lighten our load.
I no longer need.
Find some bits and bobs that he has. And let's just see if he has anything. Gloves of missile snaring can sometimes be fun. I tend to trade a lot and just sell everything and then buy with coin what's left. So I have 423 gold. Let's just see if we can trade. The gloves of missile snaring, if we have somebody, what, with good dexterity, those would work. Do I really need... does he have anything amazing here? Oh yeah, okay. Now here's an upgrade, if we can afford it. That would upgrade my armor, at least by one armor class. So that just these incremental upgrades could prove helpful early on. Yeah, and does he have enough dexterity though? I can't remember who has it. Well, obviously Asterion has dexterity, but there's other gloves I find that I prefer to put on him. But I'm going to look at these, and I'm actually going to look at a very slight armor upgrade right here. Doesn't mean I'm going to be able to afford all this, but I'm putting it all in there right now. And what's this ring do? A throwing boost, a bonus to throw damage, a ring of flinging. we can go have a fling and have a grand old time. So is there amazing? We have plenty of magic missilers, scroll of mage armor. A lot of these scrolls and spells. I'm not going to buy any right now. You know what I will try to throw in here is a few specialty arrows. Why the heck not? I don't know that I'm going to need all three though. I don't know that I'm going to be able to afford all. Well, now the arrows don't seem super expensive. So I'm going to put my wish list in here. And then we're going to see selling all our stuff. If I can come up with 1,260. How about that? I also agree. I want to buy it all, but I don't know that I'll be able to afford everything. That's part of the problem. But let's just start going through here and selling. Now, I don't think these jewels or anything come in handy in crafting. Let me know if I'm wrong. But like pearls and the onyx, I don't think I've seen that any of those types things are used in our crafting. So I'm just going to go ahead and sell everything I don't need. You know, destitute clothes. Heck, I get 4 gold just for destitute clothes. Guess what? I'm selling. Now, the grease bottle will hold on. Water bottle I'm going to keep. Empty bottles right now. I haven't had in the early game a need for an empty bottle. I haven't had a need for a skull. And if I can get some coin for everything I got, we're just dumping it right now. It's early game. We're gonna find all this stuff, and we're gonna see. Right now we're up to a whooping 83. I think we start getting a little more money And I only have 423 as far as gold goes, so I'm probably going to have to not buy everything on my wish list here. Dark Mine, Spiked Bulb. I don't need the rope yet, or some rags yet. And the Illithid manuscript, I mean, I picked that up, but I don't think I need anything with it, so it's worth a coin. Nobody else needs leather armor. Nobody else needs a shield right now. Simple robe. Just a nothing emerald ring. A chain that says for Papa. It can go. And shanties for the bitch queen. Well, you know, I'm not going to sing the shanties, so guess what? I'm going to sell the book. Now, A is for Azuth. There's lots of these books about, although I've been told they may have the same title, but a lot of them have different things within them to read. But it's early. We're going to find more books to read. And right now, 5 gold and others, and 5 gold here. We'll get in the habit of reading some books. I handed that out. Yeah, we're not going to have enough coin for everything, so I'm going to have to be the diligent shopper and decide what I can't afford to get. We can always come back, mind you. Yeah, we can always come back. We're gonna keep anything that looks like it could be something. The slave mine looks like it could be something. I could hold on to maybe a couple javelins just in case we need to throw a weapon. A ritual staff. I think it doesn't really do. Yeah, I don't think it does much different than Gale's already other stuff. I'm not selling that. And so we aren't going to be able to afford stuff right now. Guess what? We're going to be coming back to this guy's shop. So our wish list is we're going to have to leave disappointed. We're going to have to leave because at the moment we are poor. Now you know why I was stopping everywhere we went. And we got places nearby. Well, you know what? I might be able to put in all my gold. And what's that? 6. Yeah, we'll be able to afford these 2 items for starters. So I don't want to sell anything else as far as items go. I think someone else had a jewel. No, I have to stay on this screen. So I don't want to switch. I was hoping I could switch in between, but no, that we just got to do it one at a time. So let's throw in some of our coin. Whoops. There we go. And if I put in how much? Someone do the math real quick. 483. So if I put in 400, that's 683. So what is it? 391? I took a nap before playing today, so my mind isn't fully functional. Okay, I overdid it by 1. How about that? Well, he'll like us more. We paid him 1 coin extra. I don't think that will hurt us too bad. We're going to go ahead and do the barter. Pick up new armor for me, and someone's going to get a ring that adds to their throw damage. So I don't know we have anybody that's really throwing a lot of stuff right now, but we'll hang on to it. It's easy for somebody to wear on their finger. And there we go. So I'm sure we'll be...
guide your path.
Yeah. So as long as nothing horrid happens to this little druid grove, he should be there for a while. And we'll definitely have a chance to come back. And what we're going to do in the meantime is I am going to try something new on. And there we go. I've just increased my armor class to 18 at the moment. At least as long as I have this shield and I don't wield a two-handed weapon, my armor class is decent for me. I'm used to having that flaming sword early on and not having the extra armor class when I play with a character when I use that sword. And then I'm probably on this party the strongest individual right now. So if anyone's likely to throw something, it's probably going to be me. So we'll just wear the ring for the time being. Okay? And so we didn't sell... Oh, there's a couple weapons I missed or didn't sell, but that's fine. We'll just hang on to them. Is there anything else? Yeah, I'm happy with this. We're fine. And let's move on. In fact, we heard these guys discussing down here. Let's check it out. And let's go see. Am I can't. I gotta refresh my memory from before. I think as far as our stats, I'm just as, even though my charisma is only 10, he has the best charisma. But I think persuasion wise and whatnot, even with my neutral charisma stat that I adjusted at the beginning, I'm not one of those high charisma paladins. I adjusted that for what I want to do. I know it may not be meta, but it's what I'm doing. And Astarion has a little bit of charisma perks here, but his overall charisma is only 10 also. Yeah, I'm just going to keep myself talking because there's no clear advantage necessarily along the way, other than Gale and his persuasion, but I have better insight. So we're just going to keep it just like this for now.
Hells! We can't just leave. They're kin!
I'll not gamble our lives, our futures, on people who are as good as dead. We must leave for Baldur's Gate at once.
Can we all just take a moment, please?
What's the point in blades and spells if we don't bloody use them? We should stay! These people aren't fighters. We can help!
Or yell louder. That's fine too.
Or yell louder. Well, I can stand here and say nothing and listening. It's fun listening to other people fight sometimes. Unless you live in a foreign country and you only know enough of the language to kind of semi know a few words, but not totally understand what they're fighting about. So let's see. I can be a true paladin and say, where the weak have need, the strong have a duty. Stay. That's just what a paladin would say, I guess. I can try persuading them. You should all stay. A single blade could make the difference. I know I get a plus to that persuasion because of my a +2 to that die roll. I don't know that there's any adjustment here. I'm gonna try persuading. And it's a 10. It's only a 10, and I do have the ability of guidance from Shadowheart. We're going to use it in this case. So as long as we're safe, as if we get a 7 or above, we could roll lower if the guidance is better. But so we're looking. Come on, 7. Let's not start off with a 1 again. Yay! How about that? We started off a session without a 1. Woohoo!
Thank you. It's the right thing to do, and you know it.
She's right, Roland. We're better than this.
Zergan. Fine, I'll stay too. Lest you both end up with your throats slit by Goblin Blade.
Thank you, Roland.
All right, so we settled that disagreement, at least for now. It's not an...
I'd die if I met heroic and reeking of this place. I'll never get the smell out of my clothes.
he despises the Druid Grove, apparently. Looks like we got a farm worker, animal handler.
This place is a bloody death trap, not a sanctuary. You should clear off while you can.
It's always fun to hear some of the comments and commentary in the back. Okay, we're coming here because I know Will's here, and so we're going to give ourselves some more party options. But I always like chatting with the kids first, seeing what they have to say. How you doing, Umi?
Oh, right. Go for the heart.
They're being trained quite well, aren't they?
Next time the goblins come, I'll be ready.
I always think these tiefling kids are so cute. I always have to talk to them.
This is boring. We should train against real goblins.
I love the effect talking to these guys because they're kind of in this rocky section here, and so when you're talking to the guys in this area, you kind of get a little bit of an echoey effect off the rocks. It's kind of a cool thing. Let's go meet Will.
Go on.
We fought
Give
with
me a
him,
best shot.
perhaps, after all.
Not bad. Again.
I can't do it. I'm not like you.
I don't need you to be like me. You just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. I believe in you. You can do this.
My half-orc self feels like saying, enough sniveling, child. Your enemies will not be swayed by tears. But I'm gonna play up to Will, I think. It's letting him know he's given good advice.
You're on the right path, Umi. Go on now. Practice what you've learned. Well met. The Blade of Frontiers at your...
The man's smile bends downward, and his thoughts become yours. You are the Blade of Frontiers, racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held high.
Hell's great fires. You were on the ship.
Yes, and we both carry the you-know-whats. But, who was that woman, the one in your thoughts? Well, it's a little too early to push him on that, I think. I wouldn't say that if I, we'll just go good. I need all the friends. Well, we both carry the parasites. That's what let's face it, anyone that's on that ship, that's what draws us together, eh?
Doomed to shed our skin and become a lithid, or so the stories go. But we haven't sprouted any tentacles. Not yet, anyway. Could just be good luck. I'm not so...
Your minds collide once more. Will chases the fiend ignited with rancor. She is an infernal war devil. A threat to the living. Evil incarnate.
Shit! You saw her. Advocatus Diaboli.
Advocatus Diaboli. A devil's advocate. A champion in the blood war between diabolical forces and demons.
I actually passed an intelligence check right now. That's how I knew it. And you know me, my character doesn't have the highest intelligence. So, woohoo! We got a 13 on the first roll, and I've passed an intelligence check. So this game already with our rolls today is starting out different. How about that? So now I feel comfortable. Who is she?
Her name is Karlach, an archdevil soldier I swore on my good eye to kill. I tracked her through the hells to the Mind Flayer ship, but the damned Illithids infected me before I could end her. She's out there now, preying on the innocent. I don't kill her, she'll leave behind nothing but a trail of corpses.
Yeah, I agree with you, this guy. This game's on an amazing level, especially with the conversations meaning something so many times. You saw early at the end of last episode, or near the end of last episode, when we were unable to successfully break up that little fight with the guys who brought the goblins on the camp, and they, for the first time ever, they ran off. When I was messing around with this game, trying different races, trying different classes, they never did that. They were always available in the camp to talk to. So it may be subtle, but your conversation can really make a difference in how it goes, whether you pass checks, whatever. So, yeah, I agree with you as far as the game is on it's so cool how how intricate the conversation choices can be weaved in how the story goes. So, how about we join forces? Yeah, we're looking to cure the infection. So we should partner up. That's our main driving force right now, is the infection.
Just so you know, my first duty is Karlach. I'm oath-bound to go after her. But I won't deny this infection is bothersome. I accept your invitation. You'll need to make room if you want to partner up, though. Still, when the time comes, call for the blade. I won't be long to answer.
All right. So I would ask him to join us, but we don't have room for him right now, so he'll wait at camp. And yeah, Yeah, we'll probably. I actually enjoy Will for being the face of the party often since I don't have the highest of charisma, so I often lead with him talking. So we're probably gonna. I'm thinking we'll probably add him to our party.
A splendid plan.
Fairly quick.
We'll talk more there.
And, you know, Gale just likes anytime we make a friend. Did you notice Gale approves? Anytime we make a friend, he seems to be happy.
I saw you at the gates. You fight well. A few words for the kids? Spare a story or two.
Well, we know why they're teaching him to fight. It may come down to that. Better that they're prepared. So, yeah. I love it. Bad news, children. You're all gonna die. No, I wouldn't do that. I'd just say be strong, watch over your kin, and trust that they're. We'll give them a positive note here. Not that it's much of a story.
Thanks. I prefer when they smile.
Yeah, well, if you saw the beginning when I was getting his look, I gave him different colored lips. So if they turned out looking like love lips, I swear I don't use Botox. So, you know, there's that. I think everything around here would be something to steal. And there's too many eyes, and we're just going to not try to be tempted on anything because we're good kind of folk here. Although this one seems to show that we could pick it up without stealing. Oh, now it's red when I use the Alt key, so we'll avoid it. Let's talk to this guy, and then we'll move on.
Step, parry, strike. Damn it! It's just not. Ah. Sorry. I've never seen your face is. Well, I should get back to it.
This is my first time talking to this guy as a half-orc. I love the fact I've never had this reaction from this guy, but as a half-orc, let's just say he's slightly startled. How about that? Yeah, you yelp like a frightened dog because of my face? Well, you know, this is one time because of that reaction. I am going to lean into my half-orc side because I know I have love lips, and he shouldn't have been so frightened. You and your comment, love lips, okay.
No offense meant. I was just surprised. Concentrating on this blasted target. We need to be ready for a fight. But I'm useless with a sword.
Aha. Well, now if we're going to talk about the real important stuff, why don't we? Ooh. Now we get no benefit from this, but I am half orc, so I can show him how to. This is something I've never been able to try. I've tried the athletics before because we have a great bunch of pluses to be able to accomplish that successfully. But I'm, once again, for the second time in a row, I'm going to lead into my half-orc side, and I do not have performance skills, but we're going to give it our best shot and show him how to coil his shoulder muscles into a more intimidating stance before striking. Or I could try detecting his thoughts, which actually, let's do that first, because that may alter the response if I know what he's thinking, and since I have a +3 and more, yeah, let's go. 7 or up. 7 up. Uh-oh, we need a good guidance roll. And we got it. We got a 4. No! Was my roll that low? It should have been 3 wisdom and then a 4 on the die. I thought it was a 4 that it rolled. Did I read that wrong? Oh well. We failed. I could have sworn No, oh well. I never said I was an expert at math.
Out of my head!
Uh-oh. What? Temporarily hostile? We need to talk with these guys. What? Well, there's an option somewhere, and maybe somebody can help me. We can, if they're going to force us to fight, we have to, there should be a non-lethal option here
Easy these days.
that we can choose, but, and I know it's there, I just don't know how to get there. Oh, well, that teaches me to be reading thoughts willy-nilly. This is my first time ever reading thoughts that somebody's had this reaction with me. And it said, did you notice everybody, it said temporary. Temporary. So, do we just, maybe we just run away? I don't want to fight these folks. I am not looking to fight these folks. I think we all just back off. There's in passives. Okay. Well, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna toggle non-lethal attacks because I'm not looking to kill anybody. And we're actually gonna. Oh, it was already. Yeah, it's already chosen. I choose it for one. It's chosen for all. So that's good to know. Because I've known passives exist, and I've just never had to use them before. So that. Thanks for the help in finding it for me. And to be quite honest, I'm just going to take us all since we're the first 4 to move. And we're just going to back off. I think that's our best course of action. Oh no, even he's hostile. Well, there's nobody down in this direction. Why don't we just kind of move off and run away? I'm not looking to fight with these guys. What the heck is going on here? And it said temporary, so I'm gonna just leap everybody, or no, not leap, but we're just gonna dash everybody, and try to. Well, it'll actually get us kind of close to this guy, but it says temporarily hostile. So I think we just have to buy ourselves some time, but I don't want to run towards this guy. Well, where's our best way to run? We got a little kid cowering over here. But he's not a threat, so we'll try running off in this direction initially, see if that'll give us some distance, and this thing just dies down.
No helping it. We're exposed now.
Well, do I have no choice but to fight them, Mike? Should I just forget running away because it'll just delay the inevitable? But I'm gonna run away. That just seems like we don't want to fight. We're gonna back off. And no, I'm not trying to attack the kid, tieflings. I am not. We're just gonna try to get distance and break off the attack. Astarion, you're nearby. Oh, you can. Okay, let's try this. You can make it this far.
Let's move.
Let's see if giving or running away a little bit, giving some distance between us and them will calm them down. If we end up having to fight, oh well, then, you know, they're gonna fight with some experienced fighters.
With haste.
And then I think I'm the only one left.
Important is ever easy.
I feel like I'm in, you know, Monty Python here. Run away, run away! Something like that. Well, this is new. This is what's fun. Some of y'all have played this game. Some of y'all have had these interactions. A dime a dozen I have had that interaction, and I've never had that result before. Never had that result before. So it just tells you, you know, even though you may have played the game,
at the ready,
you could still be surprised. Yeah, well, the problem is after that last couple fights we had, I used up most of my spells. Now I may have I don't even think I have a grease scroll. In fact, Gale doesn't have his scales and spells recharged. Now that's arcane recovery. Once per long rest. I don't know if I can do it in turn-based to gain that back. So I kind of feel like, oh, and we can't jump. You know, there's not much else we can do.
Mistra real.
at this point, and we'll figure out. Well, I've never had this happen, so I don't know how long it would potentially take anyone to calm down.
What should I do?
I don't think anybody has a bonus action of any sort that will help us, so we're just gonna have to live with what happened. I could try. I put the flute on Astarion's back. Maybe he can play a flute. Not that any of us know how to perform. No, we don't want to attract anything. Is there anything to calm people down? No, I see nothing to calm anybody down in here, and I can't play anyway. But I figured I'd check it out. If I had a bard, I'd be playing my rear end off right now. So let's end our turn and see what happens.
Let's finish this.
And here I was thinking, yeah, we probably... Oh, metallic gloves over here. Oh, I gotta end everybody's turn, and then we'll see what they decide to do and respond. Don't follow. Doggone it. So we're gonna have to knock them down. There's 3 of them for sure, because this farmer dude, the animal tender, is also gonna be coming towards us. Is he now? So everybody should have non-lethal on, and we're just gonna have to fight our way out of this. There's nothing else. No way around it. So let's get going on this guy. I mean, we had to teach him how to fight, or we were going to. So let's get out of this. Shadowheart.
What's the plan?
The plan is to bop him on the head. All right, that's a start. And now, no, there's no other. You don't have a finishing action, so Gale doesn't have
victory is assured.
Much of a finishing action. I could sit here and launch a little firebolt on him. Although, does that count? I don't know if that counts as. I think the non-lethal only matters with my weaponry. That's my understanding. Tell me if I'm wrong. Let's use our staff that we usually cast spells with and see if we can wrap the little boy over his head and take him out. We're not close enough for anybody to do anything back at us. Oh, Gale. Oh, man. Well, you know, if I pushed you out of the way, not that you're very strong, but he's a youngin', right? Maybe you can push him out of the way and it'll cause Shadowheart to do some kind of reaction on him. You never know. We could always hope. Of course, he's not. We can't push him where we want. That's not going to make a difference. So forget it. Astarion. I'm wondering if I knock... what I'm trying to think is, with Astarion, if I move you away... Yeah, you're going to get a reaction. So you two are locked into this guy, so guess what? We're going to deal with him. Only 55. And we'll try the sneak attack. Hopefully sneak attack doesn't make a death happen, though. Does sneak it? Are we able to do a non-critical, non-lethal sneak attack? I'm hoping, since it's with our weapon. There, we did some damage. And what's his health? Oh, he's got a hell of a lot of health. And there's other. So these two are the ones with health. I was hoping if we were able to knock down the one guy.
Nothing will stand in my way.
So I'm not within range. I could move over here and knock this guy. I was hoping if we knocked one of them down, that would sober them up. And I'm going to give that a try.
Try me.
Now it better not. Yeah, he's knocked. It did say knocked out. I saw it say knocked out. He has 1 hit point. And these guys are not calming down. Oh well, so much for that thought and theory. Let's go get non-lethal some more. And I don't know that I have anything that's really going to help us here. So we'll end our turn, and then everybody else will end their turn too.
Can't give up. Not now.
And Gale, well, they're not being non-lethal with us. Just saying. Just saying. But okay, he got a good roll. But now I'm a little pissed. But we're keeping non-lethal on, but just saying, I'm a little pissed. So we're gonna see if we can weaken his grip. I would rather bludgeon him, which is the one that knocks him down potentially. Oh, it's this one. But we used it already on that assassin, so I don't have the ability to knock him down right now. We will try to daze this guy, since he seems to have the biggest weapon that can do the most hurt to us. So let's see if we can daze this guy. And he saved on that one, so he is not dazed. And I have no follow-up right now that I can do to him. All our charges and everything. Not expecting a fight here, ladies and gentlemen. But we're a little depleted on some of our options could be. Now, I could have her just kind of drop a potion, but we'll let him lay there a little longer. If he starts getting some bad rolls towards death, we can always drop a potion down there. Shadow Heart. So I'm done. Basically, I'm done.
There's blood in the air.
And Asterion, you're just going to have to work on hitting and delaying this guy. You're not as useful to us when he's standing right in front and you aren't hidden, being able to do a sneak attack. But you got a crit hit. How about that? Holy smokes, that was awesome. Okay. Yeah, it says kill me and you'll... Well, guess what? You're not going to be killed. We're going to be very careful not to kill you guys. I do not want to ruin any reputation in this grove whatsoever. So, Shadowheart, let's bring you over here against the guy with the big stick and see what you can do. Any special attacks on your part? He saved on the last days, so we're gonna give a go on another days over here. And he saved on that smash, and we're finally getting him down into the realm of maybe we can do something about this. And then this time, I wonder if you, well, you probably, yeah, if you push him here, maybe I will get to be able to do a reaction. So let's do a push. And it did not cause a reaction on my part. Sometimes when you push somebody away from somebody else, they're able to take a reaction. I've seen it happen, but it's not reliable in my experience, so.
For a cull.
Well, he's prone to miss at least. Ow. Yeah, and the oxen are mooing. Okay, so he took a step in the wrong direction. What we don't want to do is have this guy swing on him to kill him while he's down, because that'll definitely make him die. So I'm going to continue 2 swings on the most important of us that can hit the hardest right here. Well, let's see. Maybe we can weaken his grip, hindering his attacks. Let's give that a go. But it's less damage. Right now, I think I gotta try everything I can for max damage. But unless I get max, we're not knocking him down this turn. So maybe we'll do a defensive move right here. Okay, so he did. His grip has weakened. I don't know exactly how that impacts his attack, but we were at least successful on that one. Oh, baby. I'm going to try one more. I don't know if is Shadowheart close enough for a reaction against him. Maybe we just weren't close enough. She looks too far away, so I'm not gonna push. What's the point? Well, because I feel like it. He's pissing me off. Yeah, he's got his death saving throw, so he's not dead yet. If it goes down to the skull, yeah, so he got a bad one. So we have one more roll before it. You have to fail a roll 3 times to get it down here. And the only thing I've found in my playing is, you know, it's dangerous to have somebody laying down injured, because all a fighter has to do is come over here and swing on them while they're down, and they're down and they're dead. So and to heck with any saving throws at that point. So now what I'm going to do though is get him even farther away from Gale, and do this, and
breathe deep. And move.
And let him fight on me. That's what I'm gonna do. I have the best armor, and so therefore he should be fighting on me, and therefore I'm gonna get some help over here with Astarion and get Shadowheart moving over here, and she can. So maybe she won't be able to help him this turn. Let's figure this out. I think the best thing to do is maybe, where is it? Where's my drop thing? I just want to drop a potion. Well, okay, I'll throw a potion if I'm not allowed to drop it. Or can I just pick it up and that'll allow me to drop it? Is that the way it works? No! I wasted a bonus action. So now I'm gonna throw. Alright, she didn't need to drink one. We're gonna throw it right here. Okay, it worked. That's what I was trying to do all along. And I wasted a potion because of my misclick. So we won't be able to do anything further, other than I'm gonna get her up here next to this, and hopefully he's gonna be distracted by having another person right there, and maybe Astarion can get a better hit. I also got to have him take a potion because he's a little on the weak side right at the moment, and taking a potion is a bonus action. So let's at least attack. Yeah, we'll just do the basic attack. Well, let's see if I can do a sneak attack with someone else there. Now, apparently not, because he's staring right at me. It's still 55%. Let's just do it. Oh well, we have the option here, and we got the extra miss. And then, oh, I didn't want to use sneak attack because. I can't. Therefore, it's the bonus action. So anyway, now Astarion may drop, and here we go. You know me; I'm always frugal, and I maximize all all my resources. Right? I never waste anything. So Astarion, he's just gonna stay there.
I have to concentrate.
Shadowheart has no choice but to stay there. Gale, however, could do something, but he only has a bonus action this turn at least. So I could have him drink one more potion. Well, neither of these folks should be able to get him, so I'm going to save the potion for now, and we are going to just not do anything. All I have is my bonus action. We're just going to stand there and recover.
Come on, can't stay idle.
And then myself, I'm done too. He hit me. So much for weakening his grip on his weapon or anything. This time he managed to hit me, where last time he did not. So let's have Shadowheart lead the way here.
Faith will protect me.
Fortunately, we got missed on this side. Only 45%? Oh, we knocked him out. That was a good hit. We needed that big time. Shadowheart, let's get you moving off in this direction. I'm glad I gave you the slightly improved weapon. So they're down. They're down. We'll work on making them happy soon enough. Asterion.
Shall we cut and run?
No. I think we'll try this, and then I'll have you gulp a potion.
Make it hurt.
Now, I'm not gonna do a sneak attack this time. I'm not gonna react again with a sneak attack. I want my... Unless he's gonna... No, he's down to 2, so he's still standing. So I'm not gonna react. Because just in case he, through all this, is able to get... Oh, now why did that use my bonus action? I did not react either time. So a single attack is using my bonus action, or I'm double-handed, so it's using both in any attack I do automatically. So I need to unequip this backup weapon. Now you're seeing a drawback to two-handed weaponry. Is there a way to overcome that where I don't automatically, because I'm not choosing it over here. It's just doing it automatically when I have the two weapons. It's doing the second attack automatically, and therefore it doesn't allow me. So what I got to do, if I have my two-handed I have to rethink in my mind, take the potion first, then attack. So we'll do that next time. Next time. Gale, since he knocked you down, now let's. Oh man, he hit me hard.
What now?
We all need to hit, that's for sure. I have the best chance to hit, I think. Let's see if we can do that last little bit of damage. Oh. Oh, do I have? Is auto? Where? You'll have to. We'll have to. When we're out of battle, you have to let me know where disable auto double attack is. Is that in the same settings where we were? So, because everything I do, I try to have them give me that pop up to disable it, and then I choose no, but that wasn't what it was. Oh, down here. So this is toggle dual wielding. I didn't think I had... It looks like it's off. If you... Oh, that's me. Got it.
Let's turn someone inside out.
Well, it's off right now. I assume you mean this one right here? Yeah. Better late than never, Zigzag. Gale, can you at least hit him with your stick for 1 hit point of damage somehow? Please? I'm afraid, and it may be just something I saw someone say before, and I don't know how valid it is, that using a spell like this, non-lethal is only for handheld weapons. And somewhere, I swear, in one of these, somewhere it says that, I thought. So that's why I'm going to swing the stick, and here we go. Yay! Okay, so that has taught me a lesson, and it's called be prepared for everything at all times. Now these guys will have one hell of a headache. The kids got a nice little show, and they're going back to practicing already. Typical attention span for children. And you know what we're going to probably do is now might be a good time for that long rest to recover our spells and recover our health. I mean, we could continue as we've been doing and just do a short rest. But it doesn't even heal us all the way. And if something else accidentally happens here, guess what? We're just going to go take a long rest and play it safe. So we're going to go... This is our first time into our camp, right? let's get going.
Not now. We're working. Remember?
All right, so this is our camp. Everybody's got their tents and whatnot. And it's a good time sometimes to just go around and chat with everybody, see where they're at least early on, to get the vibe of what's on their minds. And then after we're here and we end the day, we'll then have a nighttime round where some people may have exclamation points above their heads, where we definitely need to talk to them. But since this is our first long rest, we're just going to go around and have a quick chat with everybody.
Something's on my mind.
Checking out the vibe of the camp for our first long rest.
I've known a few warlocks in my time. Talented, of course, though sometimes too eager to listen to the devils on their shoulders. Comes with the territory, unfortunately.
All right. So we'll just get a little background where we can. Tell me a bit more about yourself.
Let's see. I hail from Waterdeep, city of splendors. I am a wizard of considerable acclaim and scholar of exceptional accomplishment. I have a cat, a library, and a weakness for a good glass of wine. And if the mood takes me, I'm known to try my hand at poetry. There.
We'll leave it at that. I'm not going to go digging around. This is just to see what was on everybody's mind, and Will was on his mind. So let's just change the subject and we'll step away. And let's see what Will has to say.
The Blade of Frontiers at your calling. Karlach's fires raged in Baldur's Gate before she escaped to Avernus, as my source told it, and she was planning to return. One of the archdevil Zariel's own, chaos incarnate, a devil with pure fire for a heart. I made my way to Avernus to stop her. She fled from my reach, even climbed aboard the Mind Flayer ship as it screeched through the hells. I followed in close pursuit. I can't bear to imagine the lives Karlach might be taking, the damage she might be doing.
Yeah, well, he was talking away, and I was not laughing at him. I'm laughing at you guys. Careful. He has a cat, too. Watch it. You're talking to him. Oh, you can feel the vibes, too? You guys are bad. So, let's see. Who is this source of yours? And then we'll move on.
A powerful friend with a keen interest in privacy. I'm sworn to say no more.
Okay. So let's move on. Well, we'll just leave at this point. I'm actually going to probably come back and put him in our party, because he has, when we get him in our party, he has the highest charisma of the team we've assembled so far, if memory serves me. And so I may use him after our latest fiasco as the face of the party.
The Githyanki people have a word for men like the Blade of Frontiers. Shalak. Roughly translated, idealist do-gooder. Or better yet, benevolent burden. His confidence is an asset. His pursuit of valor, not so much.
Okay. Well, I think... What kind of a comeback is that when she's talking about Will and I go, you look so unusual. In other words, I didn't listen to a word you said, but you look unusual. And now we'll just kind of... How about, do you know much about mind flayers?
I understand much beyond your comprehension. More to the point, I know the cure for our condition. It is imperative we locate a creche. You do well to observe more and question less.
Yes. Benevolent burden. It's a wonderful phrase. Do you know what happens if we don't find a cure?
Yes, in great detail. It starts with a fever and memory loss. Then you start to hallucinate. Your hair falls out and you bleed from every orifice.
Your bones will change form.
Your jaw will split to allow room for 4 great tentacles. All skin will turn to gore and be shed to reveal new flesh underneath. Then you have ceased to exist, and a mind flayer is born.
That sounds awful. How are you so calm? Are you just getting off on it? I mean...
Because I do not intend to let this happen. Not to me, and if you stick with me, not to you. We must find my kind and be rid of the parasite. It's as simple as that.
The first symptoms should have long since started, though. That is what puzzles me.
Aha. You're worried that we haven't changed. That is good news.
Yes, if you give it no further thought.
But anomalies lead to surprises. Bad surprises.
Besides, what hasn't happened may yet come to pass.
Yeah, I'll agree with you, Mike. The voice acting is above, you know, it's above and beyond in this particular game. I've really enjoyed 95% of it, I would say, is been pretty spot on, at least from my point of view. So what I may do is I may mix up the party a little bit going back out. I may sit down temporarily Astarion. I don't know, being in here where everything's red, I don't know that I necessarily need the thefty skills of Astarion. I may bring lae'zel briefly. We were actually tested quite thoroughly with just those 3 quote-unquote non-fighters. So I'm thinking we will mix up the party briefly coming up. Let's see what Astarion has to say.
So, we're traveling with the famed Blade of Frontiers. I feel safer already.
And the funny thing about the game is you'll notice well, not so much on me, the blood doesn't stand out on my skin tone. But we, at the end of the day, before we've taken our rest, our faces are all bloodied from the combat we've just taken part in. And then you'll notice, I think when we get to nighttime, then we're all freshened and cleaned up in the nearby stream. And we look ready for another day. So that's kind of a nice little touch, I think. Hey, maybe you could say the blood's a little heavy-handed, but it's not bad. Yes. So tell me about yourself.
Oh, what's to tell? I'm a magistrate back in the city. It's all rather tedious.
Oh, okay. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you stay here in camp for a little while. Don't get offended, Astarion.
Oh, darling, I'm hurt. I thought we had something special.
Did you now? Please, just stay here.
I guess I'll spend my evenings lounging here while you do all the hard work. It sounds awful.
Yeah, I've heard that the water splashed around can clean people up. I've heard that too. It doesn't bug me enough to have to clean us up, to be quite honest.
Very well.
I mean, come on. It's been a long, hard, tough day. Yeah, we're going to look a little bloodied. We've had more than one fight now because of that ruckus out in front of the gate and then inside the gate.
The Blade of Frontiers. Let's hope Will lives up to his name. We'll need all the help we can get.
Yes, that I do believe. Yeah, now that we've been around, I've kind of been avoiding the artifact. Let's see if she'll have any open up a little bit about it now.
There's no story. None that you're entitled to hear, anyway. Just forget you ever saw it.
I'll forget I ever saw it. So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to sit you down temporarily, too. And what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to bring lae'zel and Will on this next phase of the journey, just so we get a feel for some of the different party members early on. And,
if you're sure.
So you get a little feel for some of the different characters. Yeah, I'm
Fine.
sure.
I'll be here whenever you rediscover your taste in company.
Oh, I'm glad you think so highly of yourself. So I now have, as a matter of fact, the mysterious artifact. I just took it from her. Actually, it's part of the story, so whoever's in the party, someone has to have it, whether it's Shadowheart or not. But That's all I'll have to say about that, what little I know. So we talked to everybody, so let's end the day and see if anybody has anything pressing or urgent before we hit the sack. Oh, wait, I got to add the 2 others into my party. lae'zel?
Speak.
Join the party now, lae'zel. We're going to have you and your directness.
It is done.
Very good. Quick and to the point.
Well,
and Will, now that we have space, I'd like you to join me.
That's the spirit.
Okay. Oh, so we have some level ups here we'll get to do. So why don't we look at those real quick before we hit the sack, hit the hay. Yeah, it's fun to travel with the different people here and there when you don't think it might be critical. So she's gained her health. She doesn't gain any, her only action surge. So she immediately gains an extra action to use this turn with action surge. So that's her big bonus to get an extra action. Is huge, actually. To be able to take 2 swings with an extra action can be really, really, really powerful early on. And then, Will, let's see what you're coming with spell-wise, and we'll take a look there. So your health is up to 17, not the best. We'll have to look at upgrading your armor. That much I do recall about Will. He doesn't have the best of armor in the world. And let's take a look at your spells. The Witch Bolt, that's the lightning one, which I like playing around with lightning and water. And in fact, that's probably just the one I'll start with right now. Command, we have others. We have lots of different people that have lots of... So we'll be able to get a good cross-section of spells, but for now I'm starting with the lightning there. And what do we do? In your study of occult lore, you have unearthed Eldritch invocations. Ah, yes, okay. Fragments of forbidden knowledge that imbue you with abiding magical prowess. And to be quite honest... Oh, it does tell me here. So it does have a pop-up. Armor of Shadows. So these are invocations which... well, here's one. I usually pick Beast Speech with him just so I don't have to use spells and potions anymore. It's just built in with him. He's the guy in my party that talks to the animals. And down the road, we'll be able to respec if we decide we need more offensive skills. But early on... he's my guy for that. And you know, on the spells, I know what you mean. I've used command to drop weapons. As we found out, it didn't work in the first episode, and I didn't get my flaming sword. But I know that trick. I do know that trick, this guy. It just failed us this particular playthrough. Let's see. Beguiling Influence, Devil's Sight. You can see normally in darkness up to 24 meters. That's like better than dark vision. Beguiling Influence. Invoke your patron's bewitching charm. Gain proficiency in deception and persuasion. Which, if you're going to be the voice of my party, you know, that's always good. Fiendish Vigor. You can cast False Life on yourself to give but only on himself. Disguise Self. Oh, that reminds me, I have to get over to our chest. One with Shadows. Repelling Blast. And this is Eldritch Blast, which actually offensively is a nice one to have early on. And it's probably what I'll pick early on. And this one, Agonizing Blast, adds our Charisma modifier to it. So more than Repelling Blast, I think I'm going to go with the Agonizing Blast to add Charisma to the damage to make him. That's an off-used thing by me, the Eldritch Blast that he has. So I'm going to make it a little better. For right or wrong. And so now you notice there's 4 bedrolls now that we have 4 folks in the party. Let's end the day and rest.
Here goes nothing.
And we do have enough camp supplies in order to have a complete long rest. And that nasty detect thoughts that I used is gone. So you know we're now in our comfy clothes, by the way, in case y'all, excuse me, we're not going to bed yet. We've all changed into our comfy clothes. Everybody, and I just want to look around the group here, and we have one individual that says, "Talk to me, talk to me." Does anyone else? Does Shadowheart over there? She's behind that bush. No, she's just sitting in silence. So Gale looks like he's the only one that I need to talk to right now. So let's go talk to Gale. Any day now, I'm watching you.
Be with you in a moment.
Neat trick.
Not a trick, my friend. Magic. Be that as it may. Ceramorphosis. What does it make you think of?
Yeah, first and foremost, the damn tadpole, to be quite honest. Hadn't thought of that word before the tadpoles.
Spot on. Day 1, fever and memory loss. Day 2, hallucinations and graying skin. Day 3, hair loss and blood leaking from all orifices. Need to go on?
I think we pretty much got that info from lae'zel.
My point is this. Our orifices remain blissfully unblooded, our heads remain clear, and our blood temperature normal. Any expert will agree this is abnormal.
Long live the abnormal, yes. But more importantly, do you have an explanation as to why these symptoms aren't showing?
That, alas, is where my knowledge fails me.
Well, darn it.
A rogue might call it luck, a priest might call it fate. As for myself, I'm a pragmatic. I see the silence before the storm. Something to sleep on. We should get some rest.
Okay. I agree. It's time to end the day for good now. Go to bed. And we'll just let this thing auto-select our meal. Looks like we're going to have some, mostly a fish dinner, and just some fish and fries. Oh, poutine. How about that? And we're going to have some stout stew also. And so I guess there's a bowl of something for each his own taste and flavor. The sun-dappled paella. Okay, there we go. Well, I guess not all of us are going to be sleeping tonight. Yeah, if you don't like fish, you're going to bed a little hungry last night. That's for sure. And I don't think there's really anybody else that we need to talk to in the morning. The one thing I'm going to do is we're going to go over to this chest and check it out. And there's a couple goodies in here when you pre-ordered the game. I think for those of us who pre-ordered the game, we get a couple little freebies in here. One is the Mask of the Shapeshifter. We have some peculiar clothing in this chest. Let's just kind of whoops. I wanted to open it up as opposed to take it. Oh, we have some more. Oh, we got some haggis. There you go. I think we'll just leave that here. I don't need to be carrying that around and have it go rancid during the day. We'll keep it in this nicely cooled in the shade chest is the way we'll put it. And then the rest of it we'll take. Oh, that's camp supplies too. And our nice little stein. Everything else is a potion or elixir, and we'll take it. And then over here we have the bewildering, I can't even say it, I'm so bewildered. And let's see what's in here. Nothing, it's just an extra backpack. And then we have a special die for when we feel like changing the color of one of our outfits. I'll eventually use the dies. I just, you know, we're looking to upgrade as much as possible, so why waste the die on a short-term suit of armor or whatever, a robe, whatever we're wearing, and maybe after we start getting an upgrade or two, we'll start messing around with colors when it seems appropriate. So we'll keep all that in our camp supplies. And now we have a new item in our inventory, and that is this. Let me just resort this. There it is. We have the mask of the shapeshifter. So by putting this mask on, and I'm not going to keep it on because it looks quite bizarre for anybody walking around wearing it, but it allows us to shapeshift, pretty much. It says what it is right there. So I'll hang on to it for the moment. Since I tend to be one of the stronger ones of this group, I guess lae'zel could carry it. And we'll go from there. Oh, yeah, we'll look to sell that eventually. I could have turned around and sold it with that trader we were at. Okay, so we're going to go back out there and see what the mood of the camp is like after our little kerfluffle, I guess. We'll go with that one for today. Hey, Tom, good night. Welcome in. Thanks for... Oh, not hello, good night. Thanks for at least dropping in to say good night. So you're just a little bit later than us, so that's interesting. Have a good night's sleep. So here, guess what? Here they are. Why don't we talk to them and guess the mood? And how about you, Will, who wasn't involved in the fight? Lead the way for us? That's what I'm thinking.
Let's do the fun.
Step, parry, strike, damn it! It's just not landing.
Huh. It's like he's talking to Will and doesn't see the rest two of us that fought with him in the background, and he's just having his normal conversation. Interesting then. Interesting. Interesting technique. Having some trouble?
Nothing but. Goblins in the wild out for blood, and the druids in here looking to kick us out. Or worse. We need to be ready for a fight, but I'm useless with a sword.
So we have some insight. We also have athletics, which we're not good at. We're gonna give him a little insight. No wonder you're struggling. You have no balance. Space your feet farther apart. No, and we don't have. I forgot. We don't have Shadowheart to give us a little guidance. So let's just go. Thank goodness.
I'll try and brace them better. Like so. Step, brace, parry, swing. Yes! You really know what you're doing. Found this by the road. Bet you'll put it to good use.
Oh, hey, okay, thank you. One last thing, don't shout out your moves like that. Spoils the surprise for your foe. Yeah.
Oh, yes. I'll bite my tongue when the time comes.
All right. Also, lae'zel is inspired that we were able to teach him, and we gained some experience from that conversation. Unlike the first time we talked to this guy. You know what I'm gonna do? Because I just
no one back home will
don't get mad at me, guys, but I just got to see if he's still carrying an attitude. He's actually woken back up in full health, thank goodness. So I'm gonna see what kind of. Will did not get a bad reaction. Let's see if I get a bad reaction. Let's find out. I need to know. Research purposes.
Seems this individual doesn't think very highly of you, but few can resist a well-timed gift.
Ah!
Your offer appears to be of interest. Let's make it a good one.
Let's see what I have. That's good, but not too good. What do you think? Well, he has a pretty good weapon, so I'm thinking my weapons might not be amazing. I was just gonna sell my armor. You think he'd like the armor? But I don't want to barter. I want to just give it to him. It says trader will be pleased with this offer, but it's not getting him very much higher. So let's throw in a couple javelins. It's not moving up. Maybe we'll just have to do this more than once, because I'm not giving up any of the good stuff. Let's face it, I'm not giving up any of the good stuff. So he's still upset. Oh, do I dare give up something halfway decent here? Is there something I might not use? All these are potion of, all these are probably. Yeah, he's fine. He's not angry. He's not going to outright attack us anymore. At least we know that, and we found out.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Well, the soundtrack was a little choppy just then. Zaru. Something about this guy. Oh, I know what I have to do.
Eager for battle. I will be heard.
By Mordai's eyes, another one. My friend's blood not enough. Come to rip me open too.
In Kresh Kalir, a formal greeting begins with a bow.
Is this monster with you?
Yes, and I suggest you do, as she says. Well, I've already let a little bit of my half-orcishness out of the bag, and it didn't go well, so we're just gonna go, yes, and I suggest you do as she says.
Lower.
Yeah, now I'll let. He's not really enthused, so I'm gonna use my half-orc side and say, on your knees. She won't say it again.
You saw another Gith. Where?
On the road to Baldur's Gate, near the mountain pass. Saw us, for we saw it. Jammed its blade through Yul's belly. Straight to the other side.
No twisting. Kin must have been in a hurry. The map. Show me.
lae'zel is the can-do sort.
Up. You can keep your innards.
By the dead gods, are all Giths so brutal?
Brutal? Blood still flows through his own veins. I was positively gentle.
I love that. Okay, now we need to talk to her.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
The locals prove compliant. A useful trait.
You're a dab hand at interrogations. We might need that skill again. Yeah, she really is. Although, me being the... Well, I'm a vengeance paladin, Are you going to be that right? I'm just going to go with this, because she is impressive at interrogations. You can't deny that.
A shell so thin requires little to crack it. The teeth sling was clear. If there are a Githyanki west of here, that must be our objective. Purification cannot wait.
What do you mean,
The creche
purification?
holds the Zaithisk. It will cleanse us of the parasite. By covenant, I can say no more.
And yeah, did you say teethling? I thought so too.
I am unfamiliar with the... well, I shall not say culture. Custom, perhaps. You will educate me on matters of this... Fey run.
No, I'm not going to correct her. We'll just leave. Well, some things are just better left, don't you think? Now we have some white things over here. This vase we can check, some barrel that aren't red, so we're gonna go ahead. Oh, no problem, Mike. That takes priority over all this every time. LWOTC just talked to the individual we were looking for her to talk to. We got another book. We don't. Well, I guess we'll read our. No, we'll save it for later. So we got a section here that's not. Aha! Some food for dinner. Yeah, we got one up here with a book on it also. And the books bring good money. And camp supplies never hurt either. Okay, this door is locked. We can't go in there.
Water. My dagger.
Moving in.
What's over here?
You ain't gonna shoot me. Your hands are shaking.
Put it down. She can't fight back.
That's the point. Get out of the way!
She didn't kill your brother, Arca. You're better than this.
Shoot before you lose your nerve, Tiefling. If you ever had it to begin with.
So that now the paladin side of me is coming out. This goblin is in need of judgment. I should decide her fate. Well, I think I'm just going to step between her and the crossbow, or the goblin and the crossbow, to stop it that way. It's not also my place to decide the fate. It's the Grove's
Looks like the Absolute
place.
sent me a protector. You're gonna kill him too?
You move!
Okay, well, I think we'll steer away from detecting thoughts right at the moment. Since we heard the name, we'll see if we can persuade her with our +2. And we gotta get a 10. 8 or above. Thank goodness, I didn't need to get shot.
You're right. I wish you weren't. I really do. Damn you. Damn it! Why do you care if a goblin lives or dies?
Yeah, I think my paladin self would say, because vengeance eats people alive, you'll grant the goblins 2 victories this day.
Your soft heart will be the death of us.
You'd better be right.
It's all right, Arca. Let's go.
Let me out, you bunch of softies!
Well, I'm not going to let you out of anything, but I am going to see what you have to say. Or can we talk directly to you? Not through the iron gate. Can I go around it? Isn't there a way I can talk? There we go.
Ain't sure why you're protecting me. Don't care, neither. It's too late to make friends, warg meat. My tribe's coming. They're gonna burn this pretty place for the glory of the Absolute and hang you by your guts.
Well, actually, who is this Absolute you're talking about? Your god?
Goddess. We're burning her name across the face of the world, we are. The Absolute is gold from the sky, she is. The blessing in the storm and the storm itself.
So you've you've caught my interest. Have any literature on you? But I think what I'll do is an all-powerful goddess that can't get you out of a cage.
Maybe she sent you to help me. And you will, if you want to save your skin. And if the teeth stick a few arrows in us on the way out of here, don't worry. Priestess Gut will patch us up. Got a whole lab set up. Cooks up potions that fix our lads, no matter how much of a beating they take. Could probably stick your head back on if someone was to chop it off. Mighty booyog.
Bah! A clever goblin's like a trustworthy gig. A figment of the imagination.
Yeah. Nice story. Buy it for a copper in a tavern nearby. So I don't think I'm gonna meet anybody.
It's the truth. I swear on your mother's grave. Get me out of here, and I'll tell you where to find her. Deal?
Yeah, we'll do our paladin self here, and actions have consequences, Saza. Maybe use this time in the cage to reflect.
Suit yourself. Looking forward to seeing what your innards look like.
Uh-oh. What's up,
You're
Gale?
gonna be sorry. Every last one of you.
Believe it or not, but I witnessed a similar standoff back at the Yawning Portal. Of course, an establishment like that invites all sorts of outlandish entertainments.
The Yawning Portal?
An inn in Waterdeep. Oh, never a dull moment there. Adventurers come from all over Faerun to try their luck down the well. Leads into the Undermountain, you see, full of death, danger, and vast amounts of treasure. Hard to resist.
Well, that's interesting. I've never had this conversation with him here after talking to that goblin. So that's interesting. Well, I'll bite. Finish the story. What was the standoff about?
Oh, a drow, a dragonborn, and a cleric of Cyric walk into a bar. Your standard fare. Maybe someone was cheating at cards. Maybe it was some weird lover's quarrel. In any case, out came the crossbow, and a hush fell over the entire room.
Okay, you've got me hooked. I don't want to leave now.
I stood up and yelled, "Shadow Dark Ale for everyone!" The crowd cheered. The tension drained into 6 tankards, and soon all was well again. In a place like the Yawning Portal, the most powerful magic is calling for a round of drinks. Mind you, all I did was call for ale, but you went and stood in front of that crossbow. I'll drink to that.
That's about the biggest smile you're going to get off this half-orc face. That's cool. I love this. I've done this scene and I've never got that before. Once again, something else I've never seen. Not that I'm an extensive player of this game.
I'm gonna bite the heads off your kids and your birdies and your dogs.
Okay. Also, there's stuff we could check here that is quote-unquote safe. We found a pear for dinner. And 2 bits of gold. Oh, what do we have? Evidence chest, equipment chest. This game has a lot of depth to it, where even if you play a certain scene one time one way... So what's down? Oh, we got a rotted... So there's some stuff down there. Can we get down there? Looks like... Looks like I can't... Oh, and there's a whole pathway down here. Oh, it just leads back up here. And it doesn't look like there's much of anything in this prison. But if there's a basket, it means I have to check it. So let's see if I can jump down there. Yes.
That might be worth a look.
Aha. We found ourselves a stone door. Is there anything else down in here? No, just the rotting basket with rotting food inside. We'll leave it, even though I can get a gold coin for it, but you know, we'll find some other stuff. So you know, we have something shiny in front of us. I think, should we go in? Should we go in? Yeah, there's also a path over in this direction, which we could also explore. Do we feel like exploring a path or exploring a stone door? Everybody, what do you think? I think we'll start on the path. How about that? We can always come back to the stone door also, so maybe we'll be able to do both. Let's come over here. I think we're probably gonna have to jump again. Now some of you are saying, watch out for boom shrooms. Well, if I hadn't have been this way before, that might be considered a spoiler, but I have taken this path once before. I found it on one of my latter playthroughs, and we're gonna come over here. In the past, I went straight through here and didn't even notice something over here. Oh, I didn't split us up. I should probably not have everybody follow me until I can clear the path, or hopefully I can perceive things over here and not set certain things off.
I don't like the look of that mushroom.
There we go. We got a couple perception checks here, and what we have here are malnourished torch stock. So what we're gonna do, just to be safe, so as the party bumbles by them, we don't accidentally set them off. We're gonna move back here. See if they're reactive to this. And they were. And there's one more over here. Shall we blast the barrel? So the barrel has some girth to it. Okay, there's another set back here. Let's take it out. There we go. I think that's the only pair that we have here. So let's see if we can group back up, if everybody else can jump over here with us. There's only 3 of us here. Who might we be missing? Gale, I'm gonna split us up. So not everybody goes back to get to you. Why did you not follow? Why did you fail to follow us?
On my way.
There. Now, once again, we
have a lot on my
are
mind.
together.
Well, in it.
So we have this up here. I don't think there's anything. Oh, we got a pouch.
Let's have a look.
Ah, shiny new bronze ring. What am I talking like that? A new wing! We have a wing! Marriage! I feel like I should be talking like that after that one. It's a beautiful thing. Can we get in here? Oh yeah, we can climb right up. Is there a way down? Yeah, we can climb right down. How about that? And she's just laying there. You know, well, only problem is, well, actually I, as a paladin, could probably help her out. Is she sleeping? Excuse me for my wonky camera just there. It says paralyzed and knocked down. Oh, I don't know if I have what is necessary to wake her up on my person here. Well, no, I do. I take it back. I think lay on hands. I think the cure all diseases and poisons. Let's hope it can help in this instance. Hello? So, looks like we see this person laying here. We can probably come back. I wonder, with her just knocked down and paralyzed, if we're able to take stuff in front of her from this sealed room. There's a question. She's paralyzed, and I think Shadowheart would have... I was hoping my lay on hands spell or action would pay off and be able to heal her properly, but apparently it does not work with paralysis. I know, excuse me, I know for a fact Shadowheart can raise this person. I don't think anybody else has any kind of technique to take, because just a potion isn't gonna heal her, and I don't think anybody in our party right now. That was my one hope, is that I could do it. But apparently I cannot. So we'll have to come back here with Shadowheart, is what we'll have to do. And keep that on our minds. I'm just afraid if she's paralyzed, she may be laying there looking at us, not being able to speak. So I don't want to risk, for all the bad luck we've had at certain points in this particular run so far, I don't want to take the chance that we're going to get in trouble and she's going to call us out. I don't need more trouble with the tieflings. No, I think I have to run because she's paralyzed. And I think I have to, well, you know, there's a quick way to do it. There's a quick way to do it. Relatively quick way to do it. We'll just run to camp. I'll talk to lae'zel.
Always makes my day better.
Technically, she talked to who she had to talk to, that I wanted her to talk to.
Speak.
Yes, I will speak.
Shook, you believe you can survive without me?
We have so far.
As you say, do not keep me waiting.
Okay, and then I'm gonna go and grab Shadowheart and head back.
Something the matter?
Please join me with your little attitude.
All right.
We
Some
need your
company
help.
wouldn't hurt on the road, especially if there's trouble.
Yeah, I was almost sure that my spell would wake that, you know, rouse her. And let me just make sure before we get going that Shadowheart has what we need chosen. What are they? No. Guidance, no. Sacred Flame, no. Resistance, no. It's not the trickster stuff. I gotta hope she even has it yet. Maybe she doesn't have it yet. Not healing. I don't think her healing word. Does she have a cantrip? No, that's her cantrips. She has something she's done to me before. Shield of Faith. Yeah, I know. I just, we're right here, we're right now, and it is annoying, and we don't have it, so Bless is not it. So apparently we don't have what we wanted, and oh well. I'll keep her in the party just because she has guidance at the moment, and nobody else does at the moment, and we'll just go back. I'll try, you know, she can run a little healing potion, and we can try something, but there's another spell. Maybe she doesn't pick it up till the next level. Maybe we need to level up one more time before she gets it. But let's take Shadowheart and see if she can cure in any way. Let's see. Cure wounds. Healing word. See, the thing is, this person who's laying there has full health. She's just paralyzed. And it's like, we need to wake her up is what we need to do. Yet we can't. So we'll just try some healing thing and see, we'll do the lesser of the heals. And it doesn't do anything. She picks up something later on that if we think about it, if it's a big deal, we'll come back here. There's a lot of crap in here that I would love to search around if we can get her good word. I'm just worried. You know how the paralyzed patient in the doctor's office that knows everything that's going on, even though they're paralyzed. So if she comes out of it, I don't want her. I'm not just not. I'm probably being overly paranoid, but I'm not going to take that chance. And we'll go in that magic door I found, or that secret door that I found. Yeah, it's restoration. That's what it is. I couldn't remember the name of it.
No one stopped me yet.
And she must pick it up at her next level up is what I'm guessing, since she didn't have it now. Let's go, everybody. Jump back on over. And let's test the door. I can't. Oh, that's right. I didn't even think about being stealthed because it would show her. Well, if things don't work out in here, in fact, speaking of stealth,
all right,
we'll do that because I see things up ahead.
Carefully now. On my way. Glowing eyes are rarely a good sign.
Perception check. Okay, we got a rune of the bear. Is that what I perceived? I think.
Yeah, give him something to cry about.
We can sneak over here just fine.
We still need answers.
Better not be cursed.
Minthara's gonna skin us. No one knows about this damn weapon. Yeah, she'll kill us.
So what we have is one guy up high, and we got 3 guys down low. This guy's got 19 health, 9, and 15. It's the type of fight, you know, we should be able to be successful on, and it's a type of fight we're going to try. And I think what we'll do is we'll just go into turn-based mode right now. Whoops.
Show up to save the Druid. I'll
Just-
cut you to pieces.
You see?
Kill 'em.
Just as I pressed, so now they get to go first. Just as I pressed turn-based so we could go first, he saw us. I mean, talk about timing. They get all the first shots. Will is the one that got targeted. Will is the one that's hurting, but at least all of us get to go next. And then coming up is this sharp-eyed individual here, and then after that is the leader. So I'm going to focus on their leader individual right here, and see if we can provide the max hurt there. He should be in range for me to come up close and do something. I'm just going to go... I'm going to go for the concussive smash and see if we can daze him in the process. $65, we'll give it a go.
I'll strike you down.
And we got him, and I'm following up with the Divine Smite for sure. And we got him down. Oh, you know what? We put non-lethal damage. Oh, take that sucker off. Oh, how could that have been still on? It was a whole day earlier. Now, learned a lesson. I would have thought stuff had reset. Oh my goodness. Now I'm gonna have to hit him again just to kill the guy, but at least he's knocked out, so I can temporarily ignore him. Thank goodness for something. Now these guys, not Fiend, Celestials, Undead, so not a lot of these things are gonna help us that much. Unless you or an ally's weapon attacks deal an additional radiant damage. If we get through this, I'll start with that bonus action, unless they move too far away, and maybe we can use it then for extra damage. But on this guy, because he's worth more. So he's the next one that's going to shoot, the sharp-eyed one. So that's going to be our next area of focus. And Shadowheart, I don't think any of us are going to be able to reach him. And I don't know what kind of a barrel is this. It's just a water barrel, so that's not really gonna help us. So what I'm gonna, I think I'm just gonna go with magic missile on him. Just get some guaranteed damage on him, and then maybe we'll get lucky. And that's 10. He should be down to... Oh, he's down to only 5. I was thinking he had 17 in my head. I don't know why. And so, Shadowheart... No. Just Gale, stay back. And Shadowheart... We need a game that's voice responsive, so I can say things like that and it'll automatically switch instead of... Like, it switches in my mind without me clicking on them. Yeah, it is bad to be using non-lethal. We want these guys dead. Yeah, one of these guys might be able to run over and shake him and wake him up. That's I guess that's always a that's a potential problem. So she will not be able to move. So what I'm going to do is get her a little closer. She won't be able to gain. He's going to have a height advantage, and there's a guy way up high who really has height advantage on us, and we're just going to be in trouble versus him. Yeah, it's only 55 because of his height advantage, I'm assuming. And we missed. And there's nothing really else that we are going to do here, although I could just do a little healing word back here so will have both actions. That'll help a little bit. And Will,
on the victor's
you're not going to be able to reach. Because what we have water and mud that slows us down on the ground here. That's why you see the different colors of movement. That's why we can't reach him. Now, I could try my bonus action of jump first to see if we can get close enough to do the last little bit of damage. So we're going to try that first. Oh, I just saw the comment. Yeah, jump next to him. So yeah, it'll let me reach this far with jump. Can I even... Yeah, not enough space, not enough movement, so I'll have to stand right below him and do that.
Here goes nothing.
And hope we're close enough. Oh, come on. So it did not allow us to jump through the mud. The mud mucked us up. So we'll just do Eldritch Blast. It should, unless we get a minimum roll, take care of things. If we hit. Oh, and we missed. And we just aren't close enough for anything, so oh well.
Death is but a word away.
Can't afford to let up.
Let's see what kind of round of hits we're going to take this time. I was hoping to get rid of them. So that didn't happen. He has some special arrows, and we're about to lose Gale. Oh, we'll use shield. That's why I picked up that spell, and that was a miss. Okay. Now it's my turn to run through this muck. We took some hurt, my friends. We took some hurt this time. And Will need to be revived yet again. and he's won. His first roll was towards death. So who's next now? Yeah, after he's the next guy to shoot again. So we need to lower, and he's the one that knocked Gale out. So we need to take care of this guy.
What do I have to lose?
There we go, and we did it in fine fashion with a crit. And as far as anything else we can do, I'm just going to move closer. Well, no, what I'm going to do is... Okay, so I used my lay on hands on that individual, so I can't do it right now. So instead, we'll take a little potion to get us healed up a little bit.
Rough tempest I will raise.
And we're gonna call on. Now, how much is his hit points? He's the guy that from high up that scares me in a way the most because he has the best height advantage to hit. I'm using all three there to try and take him out, and we did. Now we're down to just, and then there was one. And Gale, you guess what, my friend? You need to heal yourself also. So hopefully you don't go down. Shadowheart.
Talk to me.
Now this is acid, so we don't necessarily want to move towards him, to be quite honest. You have one potion left, which would at least get him up. And to throw it is an action, so then you wouldn't be able to shoot this guy. So I'm going to take one turn. We can throw the potion next turn to get him up, because he has one more roll. I'm going to play that game. And we got a 2d9. I'm going for the 2d. Well, actually, I don't need that much power. I'm going for the 2d9 to hit. And we got the crit hit. Oh, let's all walk through the acid now, why don't we? And let's go down here and let me help him up. Let's revive Will, shall we? Yeah, that's why I went with the ranged, just because it instead of a 1 to 9, it was a 2 to 9, so it gave better odds in my mind. So we can loot him. I can also kill him. That's more like it. Now let's loot him. So we got so acid vials, a bullywug trumpet. So that's what they're doing their damage with. They're dipping stuff in their acid vials, and that's why they were doing so much damage. All by themselves, they aren't that dangerous. Now we got this guy. Let's see what we have to do here. Will.
Sharp as ever.
His breaths are shallow, his wounds deep. He doesn't respond to your voice.
So we need a little healing word from somebody. Do I have the ability I can lay on hands? We'll do the minimal 4 healing. Oh, and he healed himself. How about that?
Oh, thank you, thank you. I thought I was gonna die down here.
Guess what, guys? We just leveled up. So guess what we're going to do? After we finish in this little cave section here, we more than likely will get the skill I need from her to go back to that cabin. How about that? So, didn't gut you on sight? Why? Yeah, why didn't they gut you on sight? You'd think they would have.
They were asking questions about a weapon. I told them the only weapons here are the ones the Foulbloods brought. I must tell the others what happened. I stepped careful. There are traps in these tunnels. And thank you again.
Well, that's nice that we rescued him and got an inspiration. Now building up some inspirations will help us. We'll take it all. will help us with some of our bad rolls where we'll be allowed to re-roll. So we pick up some more some herbs for some of our potions we'll be able to build.
What's hiding here?
You see all our legs go red when we're mucking through the mud and the water. It slows us down, we make noise. One thing I learned the hard way in this cave is these things here with these runes that are active, they're very dangerous. And so I am going to go into sneaky mode and save us from learning the hard way. We've learned enough stuff the hard way already, if you want my opinion. And I'm going to use my little knowledge I have of the game to sneak up on this rune.
Has to put my hands on everything.
And deactivate it. Now, this thing isn't a threat anymore. And there's a couple more out there that we're going to try and deal with in a similar fashion. However, there's a bunch of stuff for us to check over here. Well, what I probably could have done, I think one of us somewhere along the line. Well, I could have tried like this ray of frost where those guys were standing. If we just happened to kill them right away. It would have made the ground more icy. Maybe they would have slipped. But two of them were up on a ledge where there was no water, so I didn't feel like it was all that helpful to utilize the environment. Because I have cold and I have electrical tax for that on purpose, and as we find water, I'll continue to use that water. So let's just check some crates here. Oh, let's get out of sneak for the moment. No, let's get out of sneak.
If I must.
There we go.
All right.
Okay, we got I think that was another scroll of frost. Healing potion we needed. We got an antidote for when we start messing around with poison. Now, things. Let me refresh my memory. In fact, let's do our level ups right now. In fact, we're at the 2-hour mark. So what we're going to do is go through our level ups and see if we gain the perk we're hoping for with Shadowheart, and then that'll help determine where we're going to go from here, at least immediately next. That's why I never throw away my grease bottles and all that, because it's easy to start fires and burn enemies. So what I'm going to do here, and this is where I'm going to have my own little fun. This is where I'm going to make Mike cringe by doing a few things here. And the domain, I can't remember. I think it's the Tempest domain that I want. Yeah, we're gonna do the Tempest domain as my cleric. As far as our cantrips, I'm gonna have my own guidance now. So even without Shadowheart, we'll be fine. A Sacred Flame, Resistance 2. Yeah, a Resistance 1 is helpful. Yeah, for the moment, I'm just going to keep these selected right here. And my deity, I'll just, because it makes for some fun conversations with Shadowheart, I'm going to, because her deity is the exact opposite of this one. And it can make for some interesting conversations here. So, in fact, I don't see her deity on here. I don't even think... Unless my eyes just missed it. But we're going with this deity. And as far as the spells that we want, I get a few low-level spells. I already have the healing word, so I'm not a big healer, so we don't need the healing spells. And I do like the idea of someone having bless. Necrotic can be good in situations, but I don't know, are we going to run into a lot of uses for it right now? Right away? Eventually. And then here we also have the create water or destroy water. And actually I'm going to use, since we have others in the party with lightning and freezing spells, we're going to keep that in our back pocket too. And for now, we'll just do it like this. You think I want to fly? Do you think I need to fly yet? Oh, you can't pick Shar? Yeah, she's too... Alright, so we get a couple new spells and skills here. Oh, I always have fun with this one. Seems like there's always a lot of uses for it, so I'm picking it up. We're up to level 2 spells. I've had some good uses with Hold Person also. And I think I may just pick that up also. There's so many good spells here, and I'm sorry I'm not going through every single one here. Melf's Arrow is good damage output. You know, Magic Weapon. All of these at some point somewhere you're gonna go, oh man, I wish I had that. Oh man, I wish I had that spell. But for this point in the game where we are, I just think I'm gonna run potentially highest use for those two temporarily. And then we have some low, I can't even remember what all our lower level spells are. I've actually used the Hideous Laughter one as crowd control. It's been kind of fun. There's so many ways to go, my friends. There's so many ways to go, and I can only pick frickin' 2 of them. So we'll just go with these 2 for now. And up next, Will. Yes, now we get to mess with Will. Yeah, I've used the Laughter, and it's a hilarious one to use. Misty Step totally comes in handy. Maybe when we get, I find that I get more use out of Misty Step. Well, not always, but mostly when I'm underground. There seems to be more opportunities to use it. So, you know, once again, when we do a little, we have the ability in the game, fortunately, to switch our spells a lot, quite easily. Now, we also have Hold Person available here. So we took Hold Person and Dagger. Maybe what I should have taken is maybe I give those 2 to Will and I change my spells to some of the others. Well, let's start looking. Mirror Image. This I've seen this act well and be fun. Enthrall, reduce a creature's peripheral vision and make it look at you. Oh, so he focus. Well, Will's not the strongest one to be focused upon, to be quite honest. Darkness can sometimes. There's a crowd control spell, if ever you had one. I'm sorry, I'm still picking this early. I have too much freaking fun with this thing early on. And there tends to be some opportunities eventually coming up where if the enemy clusters, take which one on Will? Well, we got Misty Step. What the heck do you want me to take on Will? Oh, Pact-born? Oh, no. Pact of the Chain. Ooh, that looks like kind of fun to have that as our familiar. Pact of the Blade, you can summon... I'm thinking Pact of the Chain is maybe what I'll end up doing. Your patron grants you... the Book of Shadows, which allows you to cast Guidance, Vicious Mockery, and Thorn Whip. Well, those are... Pact of the Blade, summon, bind, a packed weapon. I'm going with the familiar, a Fey Spirit. I think I'm going to go with that one because we have enough guidance. Now, Vicious Mockery and Thorn Whip, however, I'm going with that. Like I said, we'll have the opportunity to respec down the road if these don't ever feel like the right fit. And I'm just doing this now. Eventually, I may switch my Cloud of Daggers to something else more crowd control-y, maybe, or whatever, defensive oriented as I rush in kind of thing, because I'm the close-up guy, even more so than Will. Which one? Oh, Pact of the Blade. Let's reread that again. You can summon a packed weapon or bind the one you are wielding. Oh, bind the one, making it magical. Oh, you know, I didn't read the last line. So, packed weapons use a wielder's spellcasting ability modifier instead of strength or dexterity. That actually will help him hit harder. If it's charisma. Okay, we'll go with that. You talked me into it. And then finally, here we go. We're going to check out who we wanted here. Now let's take a look at her space. She has new spells, and then let's see if the one we wanted is here. It's one of these blue ones, I think. There it is. And it specifically says it right there. Cure a creature from disease, poison, paralysis, mind you, or blindness. It's a handy spell to have available, and we're gonna take it. Of course, we don't gain... Well, we unlock some new spell slots, so it doesn't let me take it right now. And... Oh, and these are domain spells. Okay. So we'll go back in there and we can switch it out. Yeah, there's certain spells, once we long rest, as we start picking certain ones of these up, that last all day or last until next rest. That's what we're going to get in the habit of doing after each long rest, is picking the spells. Just like I have not yet picked. I picked up Speak with the Animals, and I didn't cast that for Will yet either. So there's certain things, yeah, I'll definitely have to get used to doing. All right, before we do anything else, let's just get in here and let's look at our spell books, and let's get this one switched out. What we'll do is take the lesser of the healing spells out so we're not redundant there, and we'll just put that in because we're needed, and we can always switch that back out. Silence can be good against... Oh, this is a ritual spell. So that doesn't use up a spell slot per se, huh? Interesting. That's handy to have. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna get sidetracked like crazy. So what I'm gonna do, since we've very quickly, because of our unexpected little battle, we've reached our limit right now. So what we'll do is we'll finish poking around this cave, then we'll go back, now that we have Shadowheart to help that individual's paralysis, and we'll see if we can gain something from that room as a result. Other than that, thanks for sticking around. Thanks for all your help. Thanks for your ideas, because I'm more than open to try different spells that maybe I haven't been used to yet. As a matter of fact, while I'm standing here, we'll do that. In fact, we'll just burn. We'll burn both our short rests right here, just so we're all 100%. And then there's a little something shiny over here I'm going to want to check out, and we'll give that a go. Let's just say that shiny thing made me die the first time I tried to get over there. So I've learned a little trick that works, and you'll get to see that next time. So this is Zigzag signing off from somewhere in this world. Thanks so much for watching, and I do hope to see you next time. And cast the Pact of the Blade on Will. Yes, we will remember to do that. In fact, at the beginning of next episode, which will be for this one, on Tuesday, we will do just that. All right, so thank you, everybody. I loved your comments. Good active chat always makes me a happy soldier, and I appreciate it all. Y'all have a great evening or a great start to your day, whichever end of the day you're in, and we'll see y'all next time. Thanks so much.